If you have a YouTube channel with over 1,000 subscribers that teaches people how to do the thing that you do in real life, and you are not satisfied with the amount of sales that you're making, I made this video for you. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the 3 different ways that you can monetize your existing audience. And by the end, you will know exactly which one is the best one for you. Those 3 methods are coaching, courses, and community. I'm going to break down all 3 of them for you, show you the pros and cons of each, and show you exactly where you can get started doing each one of them and possibly even all 3, and also where to come up with the idea, because that's the thing a lot of people get stuck on. They have a YouTube channel and they're not really sure what to offer their audience. And I'm going to cover that in this video because the idea, the offer is usually the biggest block. Now, let's get my credentials out of the way because you're probably wondering, why should I listen to this guy? I have been a coach for 6 years. I've been online for 6.5 years. I've been in sales my entire life, 30 plus years. And I've been running communities for 3 years. So I've done it all. Coaching, I've made courses, and I run communities. And I specialize in helping people who have existing YouTube audiences, typically like artists, musicians, educators, tradespeople, people who are teaching something in real life and brought it to YouTube. And now they're figuring out, okay, well, like, how do I monetize all this attention? This is exactly what I do. Okay, so let's get into the 3 different ways that we can monetize our existing YouTube channel. And there is a little bit of belief breaking that needs to happen here, but there's one concept that I want you all to grasp. When you have attention, when you have subscribers, people who have said yes to you, like they like your video, they comment, they hit the subscribe button, they're saying that they like you and that they trust you and that they want more from you. And it's not necessarily more videos. It can be more of what you're teaching them, but closer proximity to you. This is the main concept that I want you to grasp out of this video, which is you are someone who people are watching on a larger screen. In a lot of cases, it's a 55-inch flat screen television or a large laptop. In a way, it's kind of like you're famous to them. That might be a difficult concept for you to grasp, but I've talked to several people who have large YouTube channels, and I've had this personally happen to me. It's like, oh my goodness, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to this person. And it's because they're watching you on TV and they've gotten to know you. That is the power of YouTube. They get to spend a lot of time with you. People will pay simply to be closer to you and take the discussion further. And one of the best CTAs that you can do on your YouTube channel is, if you want to take the conversation further, go here. There's a link in the description and I'll talk to you about what those places look like. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is come up with an offer. And if you're stuck on that, I'm going to leave a free resource for you in the description, which helps you use your YouTube comments to determine what a potential offer is. It is really, really good. So if you have a video that has 50 to 100 comments or more, there is just absolute gold in this thing. So you would take the prompt that I'm going to give you and you would simply copy the comments from that YouTube video, paste it into this prompt, run it, and watch the feedback, and you'll get those offers. So once you have your offer and your idea, now you have to determine how you're going to deliver it. And I'm going to do this in order of what I see a lot of people with large YouTube channels doing versus what I would do. And the thing that most YouTubers default to is a course, an online course. They want to sell a course because regardless of what you hear out there about courses being dead, people are still buying them. I work with several people who do course launches and they make good money from it. Now, when they combine courses with community, it works really, really well. And I'll give you examples of what that looks like. So you simply sell a course. The pro of selling a course is that it doesn't take a lot of time for you to create something. If you use the comment prompt, you will have the ideas from your audience, right? And a lot of it is usually just an extension of what is already on your YouTube channel, which is another concept that I want you to grasp. You don't need to create something special or different or unique. A course simply teaches people the steps in order, and it's in one spot and it's clear, so they don't have to sift through 100 or 500 videos on your YouTube channel to learn how to do the thing. This is one of the reasons why people buy courses. It is in one spot and it is in order, and they can refer back to it whenever they want. It saves them time. Here is the big problem that I see with people who sell courses is they underprice it, and they underprice it big time. If you're teaching somebody how to play an instrument, or if you're teaching someone how to use something, and I'll give you examples, you have to look at it this way. What is the dollar amount that someone invests in learning an instrument? Okay, I work with several musicians, and a lot of them teach guitar or bass, or they teach people how to sing. It's like you have to invest a lot of money to buy the stuff. $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, and you want to charge $37 to teach somebody how to play the thing, protecting that investment. This is what I want you to look at, is your course or your program is insurance that they're buying against that investment. Because the worst thing that could possibly happen is somebody spends money to buy an instrument or buy a thing, right? Buy something that is expensive, whether it's a sewing machine or whether it's an expensive camera, and they never do anything with it because they don't understand it and they don't know what to do first. And there's a lot of guilt associated with that, especially if they got it as a gift. So you coming in and saying, okay, you bought this thing, here's exactly how to use it step by step. Here's how to get started. And that's why a course works so well. Don't underprice it. You should be charging appropriately for your course. And it's usually 2 to 3 times what you're thinking. And for goodness sakes, please do not go into AI and ask it what to charge, because it's going to give you a number that is based off of a bunch of other people that are lowballing themselves and not charging appropriately. So charge a higher price. And this is the thing that I want you to think about is if you sell a course one time and people buy it at, let's just say that you undercharge and you sell it for $37. If a bunch of people buy it and give you great reviews, you sell it again, the same exact course, and you sell it for a higher price, double. Then you could do it a third time and you could sell it for 3 times the original price. Now you might make fewer sales because you're raising the price, but usually it works out the same because the first round of people that bought it gave you a bunch of testimonials. The second round of people gave you a bunch of testimonials. So you've earned the right to charge higher because people have said great things about the course. So if you're going to sell a course, keep it super simple. Think, what is the simplest format that I can give to somebody to teach them how to do the thing that they want to learn about? You don't have to make it 20 modules and 8 hours. People are overwhelmed. Make it simple. I have someone in one of my groups that sold a course 3 times, the same one that literally had 5 steps in it. And this person has sold over 1,000 of these things because it was simple and it solved a very specific problem for a very specific person. And again, that specific problem and that specific person lives in your YouTube comments. So if you take any advice that I'm giving you, it is mine your comments. And if you have ever done calls with people and you've recorded those calls, make sure that those calls get mined so that you can analyze exactly what it is that people are telling you and what they want. That is one of the most powerful ways that you can use AI. Just don't ask it what to charge. Now, I want you to understand this is a one-time thing, which is why I want you to relaunch it multiple times. When someone comes out and says, okay, I want to buy this course for $97, they got their credit card out, offer them something else. It's called an order bump. It either is the same price or it could be slightly less, but offer them something else. You're leaving money on the table if you don't. Now, if you're feeling really bold, you can offer a one-click upsell, which means that, okay, they've bought this thing, the main thing, then they bought something that's very similar to it. It's like, okay, you're buying this. Maybe you probably are going to need this too while you're here. You might as well get it. Think of like the checkout line at the grocery store. It's like, that's why they have the aisle of candy and gum. It's like, okay, I'll grab this while I'm in the checkout line. It's the same concept. And then the one-click upsell is something else that you have that is of high value. And that could be a coaching program that you have, a call. It could be a community that you have. We'll talk about more on that in just a minute, but offer them something else while they're there. Not everyone's going to buy it, but nobody's going to buy it if it does not exist. Okay, so recap on courses. Do not underprice yourself. Make sure that you have multiple options at checkout, and make sure that you relaunch the same course multiple times. I like a short window when you do a launch, like 72 hours. Make it tight and make sure you're sending out a lot of emails, or you're sending out a lot of broadcasts to your list, or even to your YouTube channel. Okay, the second way is coaching. And this is what I would prefer to start with, is coaching, because it has the highest dollar value. And if you don't think you're a coach, and you're teaching something on YouTube, you are a coach. You're a teacher, right? If you're a musician, if you're an artist, if you're a consultant, if you're a therapist, if you're a tradesperson and you're showing people how to do the thing, like, you're a coach. You don't need some certification. Like, you're showing people how to do stuff, you're teaching them. And you can do this online as well. Likely at some point, people have asked you, or you're already doing it in real life, like, hey, do you do this one-to-one? Those are buying signals. That's someone saying, like, I want to learn from you and I don't want to share your time with other people. And one-to-one time has the highest value on it. So I want you to look at a potential coaching offer. And your coaching offer for one-to-one should not be anything less than $1,000. You all have a 4-figure coaching offer in you. And many of you, I would challenge, have a 5-figure coaching offer in you. That might make your knees wobble a little bit, but I'm telling you that it does exist and it is possible. And I want you to think about this logically. If you have 10, 20, 50,000, 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, an audience like that, and you have an email list, there are people in there who want to learn from you one-to-one. I promise you. And let me just break it down this way. If you want to make $10,000 per month and you have a $1,000 thing, you need to make 10 sales per month to get to the 10,000. The math selling courses at $97 one time, or selling a community on low ticket one time, it just takes a lot more people. So coaching gets to your financial goals the fastest. It's just, do you want to be a coach? And if you don't, then don't do it. But this is a way for you to hit your financial goals and maybe not have to manage a bunch of people. I want you to think about it from this angle. If you were to have a coaching program that, again, was a 90-day program that you charged $3,000 for, and maybe you did 2 one-to-one calls per month, and maybe you gave them some DM support, maybe there were some group calls in there, and I'm just giving you examples here. I'll tell you how to build a coaching offer in just a minute. If you sell that, the $3,000 program, and it's $1,000 per month, imagine if you had 20 people paying you $1,000 per month. That's $20,000. Would that make a difference in your life? And doing 2 calls per month for each person does not suck up a lot of your time. You can fulfill that in probably under 10 hours per week, especially if you're doing calls that are 30 minutes. You do not need to be doing 90-minute calls when you're coaching people. You can get a result much faster. So think anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes per call. 60 minutes would be the maximum. Like, I do not do 60-minute calls. I'm 30 to 45 minutes on my one-to-ones. And I usually don't do weekly. I'm usually doing twice per month. And then depending on the offer, I have some group stuff mixed in there. But a lot of people don't want group, because groups, while they're great for accountability and they're usually lower priced, a lot of people don't want to share time with other people. They just want to talk to you direct and get the stuff. When you combine it with group, then it becomes even more powerful, because now they have built-in accountability. And that's really what coaching is all about. It's for the person who doesn't want to watch the course. They just want to come to the call and what do I do? Tell me to do this. Go do this. Then they show up to the next call and they do it. That's where the accountability piece comes in. And the in between, if it's a group call or a DM situation, that's where you support them. That's where you give them feedback and some like emergency help. Now, you don't have to offer the DM support, but if you do, just make sure that you're putting guardrails in place. Like it's not open. Like you can't DM me 24/7. Like you do it during a certain time. I do Monday through Friday during normal working hours. If the thought of working with people one-to-one and doing coaching is not your jam, then don't do coaching. You have courses. You could look at like a cohort, like a group function. And this is where the third option comes in and works really well, which is community. Now I have all three, okay? I do community, I do coaching, and I do have some courses. I just don't sell courses one-off anymore because what I have found for my audience and where my people are in their life, they're a little bit more advanced in terms of their age, they're older, and they've taken enough courses. They don't need any more information. What they need is direction, and they need accountability, and they need feedback. Let me just say that again. They need direction, they need accountability, and they need feedback, which means they already know what to do for the most part. They just need someone to guide them and tell them they're not crazy with their ideas and get around other people who are also doing it as well, because it is a lonely world when you're doing something on your own, whether it's learning an instrument or starting an online business or trying to lose weight on your own and going to the gym. Like people they want to be around other people who are doing the same thing. That's the power of community, which is where you can combine all three. When you have a community, you can bring people together from your YouTube channel and put them in a place like Skool. I use the Skool platform. If you've watched any of my videos, I talk about it a lot, but it allows me to deliver all of that in one place. Courses, coaching, feedback, DMs, everything. It's really simple and it's so easy to get started. And this is what I want you to think about as someone with a YouTube audience. A trusted audience, which is you already have the hard part figured out. Many of the people that I've worked with over the years who are looking to start an online business don't know how to get traffic. They can't get attention. You have a YouTube channel and you have over 1,000 subscribers, like you figured that part out. People have watched you. They've said yes. It is the hardest thing. So now you have to figure out how to take that attention and direct the traffic and monetize it. Adding the commercial layer beyond what Google AdSense pays and, sponsorships, because it's not really a lot of money. Bringing your audience off of the platform, off of YouTube, and putting them into a room with you is one of the highest value things that you can do. They will come for you to the community. Maybe you have a course, maybe you don't. Maybe you have a weekly call, but think of it this way. It's a group of people who are interested in the same thing, the thing that you're teaching on your YouTube channel, and they want to learn more from you. They want to be closer to you. Yes, I realize this is a hard concept to grasp, but it is the truth. I have multiple clients. One comes to mind immediately, and he teaches people how to play bass. I actually have multiple people who teach people how to play bass, and both of them have the same thing going on. They have a trusted audience on their YouTube channel, and they have a community. And the people just want to be closer to them. There isn't anything like groundbreaking or different inside of the Skool community that isn't on the YouTube channel. It's that person is in the room with them, plus all of the other people who want to learn how to play bass. Because again, doing it at home gets boring, gets lonely. It's way cooler when you can be around other people who are like them and you're all jamming together, right? And the same goes for anything that you're teaching. That is where the value is. Not like, oh my goodness, I got to put all this stuff in the classroom and I got to have all these courses and I got to have all this value in there. Like the value is you and the other people who are doing it too. And the second that you can accept that is the second that your bank account starts to be really, really happy with you. Because all you need to do next is to open up the community, give them the room, put a front door on it and put a price tag on it and go tell them about it, which is exactly what I alluded to in the beginning of this video, which is tell your people what you have. Hey, I just opened up a brand new community. You guys are asking for it. Go here, links in the description. You can do that in the video. I do this all the time with my groups, right? I have a community called YouTube to School. It's a workshop community. I run 2 workshops per month, and I teach people who have YouTube channels how to monetize it using a Skool community. The link is in the description. Go check it out. That is exactly what you would do in your video, and that only took like 10 seconds. The other thing that you can do, whether it's for your coaching program or for your course or for your community, is to create your own ad in your YouTube video. So instead of a mid-roll ad that goes to AdSense, you cut to your own ad and just say something like, hey guys, quick break from the video. Let me tell you about XYZ. That only takes like 30 to 45 seconds. And then you cut back to the video, and you would do that in the beginning of the video, right? Before people drop off. So if you have a 10-minute video and your retention is usually 30%, do it before the 3 minutes so that more people watch the ad that you made. That is one of the highest leverage things that you can do. You have to remind people of what you have, and none of what I just did feels like I'm trying to pitch or I'm trying to sell something, because that's one of the biggest fears of people who have trusted audiences. It's like, oh my goodness, if I do this, then people are going to unsubscribe, or they're going to call me something. They're going to call me a sellout, or they're going to think I'm a pitch person. They were never going to buy from you anyways. Like, you're talking to the people who are in your comments saying like, do you have a course? Do you have a place where we could take the conversation further? Like, you should sell this stuff, or this is so awesome. It's like all those people want more from you. Listen to them, not the 1 or 2 people who are going to say something like that. You ignore them. You don't give them your energy. Okay, so you've got 3 different ways to monetize your audience. All 3 of them work. You can do them individually, or you could offer them all together. Inside of a Skool community, you can do all of it. And that's why I love the Skool platform. And if you are interested to learn how to set one up, I made a video for you. It's this one right here. Watch it next.